Hello, everybody. This is kind of weird because I've never really filmed this type of just like straight talking at the camera type of video before. Um, and I don't really like staring at myself during the video either. It's a little bit strange, but um, I've inspired. I've been inspired a lot recently by HRH collection, which I don't know if that's like a controversial thing to say. I don't know. I don't like me saying I support like or I'm inspired by her doesn't necessarily mean I'm like in love with every single thing she says, but I really do enjoy watching her videos. So if I do end up uploading this and somehow it gets back, I don't not gets back to her, but anyway, I respect her a lot and I love watching her videos because they're kind of like borderline ASMR to me in the way that like her talking about her vibe and like I don't know her jewelry and everything like it really is just such a vibe, and I think that video vlogs have such an interesting capacity to like hold that vibe in a camera format. um, so yeah, I don't know if I'm really gonna upload this or where I would upload it, but the purpose of it I guess would just be kind of having something to watch while you're, I don't know, like going to bed, or if you just want to hear somebody talking about random shit while you're doing anything or working or something. And so this morning, when I was inspired to do this, I started writing down some topics that I would like to tell you guys. And I'm here over my morning coffee as well, which I do love. Because I feel like during my morning coffee, I always kind of just like scrolling on TikTok, which I feel like is not the best thing. I don't know. Like, I feel like our grandparents, like, when they used to drink their morning coffee, they would have like a fucking newspaper and like they would just be doing shit like a crossword or something. And I just feel like such a fucking chud sometimes, just like sitting here and like scrolling on TikTok or something. I don't know. But yeah, so another reason I kind of wanted to start this was because I feel like I have a lot of interesting conversations with myself that nobody really gives a fuck about. And so I kind of want this to be a way to have that conversation and have it be voluntary and not just like you being forced to listen to my stupid ass, not stupid, but like kind of niche either, but like, I don't know, is there a word meaning like not a lot of people care about it? It's not niche, like, it's not niche, it's more just like, I guess stupid. But I wrote them down in my little phone here. Um, which I guess I can start with my phone case here. I feel like I get a lot of interesting comments about this phone case. I get a lot of compliments, which I do appreciate. But I think me personally, like I've had a weird relationship with this because the biggest thing is like the I guess like the continuity of it with my phone. Just because I do have like the gold, you can't really tell, but it's like I have the gold iPhone, um, iPhone 13, and this is a very like cool toned phone, which normally I do like mixing like cools and warms, that have that like I don't know contrasty look, but I just kind of I don't know like because this is silver. That's kind of the main issue I have here, and this is gold. But I think like low-key, I've had this for a while now. I think I had it since like senior year of high school, and I'm going into my third year of my undergrad right now. So yeah, and then I have this little bread and soup night from visiting my friends down in SUU for bread and soup night. So um, anyway, let me check. Okay, my first topic. This is kind of a doozy, I will say, but it is generally like making choices in life. Okay, because I keep seeing like videos about this. I feel like a lot of my thoughts are low key just inspired by TikTok, which is kind of something I'll get to later. But I feel like a lot of videos have been saying recently, like, in particular, I saw one today that I'm thinking of, and it said that if your perception of yourself is skewed and other people's perceptions of yourself are also skewed, then the only true, like, version of yourself is kind of just, like, whatever choices you make. And I was thinking about this because I was like, okay, great. I was initially, like, a little bit averse to the idea because sometimes I make bad choices. Like this morning, like, I didn't make my bed. And I woke up and I, like, scrolled for, like, 2 hours. And, like, you know when you just are like, fuck, like, I just want to die. Like, I just scrolled for 2 hours for no reason. Like, the fuck was even the point of waking up early? But, and I was thinking, like, do you really... I don't know, because do you really have any choice over your choices? Like, honestly. Like, if your brain is just chemical and, like, life is just kind of unfolding to an outcome, I guess. Like, if this is all... I don't know if I'm, like, a big bang believer. I don't really, like, believe in anything most of the time. Or I try not to, because I think, I don't know. It's like having faith in something's kind of a weird concept to me. But, if we do follow that concept and, like, everything is just, like, explosion and, like, entropy increasing and, like, everything is kind of just, like, happening how it's gonna happen, like, do you really have any choice over, like, any of the choices you make? Like, I know it's kind of a stupid thing to think about because then, like, what's the outcome? Just, like, stop, just, like, I don't know, there's, like, not really a good outcome to that. It's more just, like, a thought, but I don't know, like, do the choices you make really make you? Like, I guess so, but I don't know, because I feel like a lot of the things that make me are things that I didn't choose about myself. I don't know, there's just, like, kind of how things happened, and, like, maybe that's something beautiful I like. Like, I don't know, like, I didn't do my hair today, for example. That wasn't really, like, a choice I made. I would have preferred to, like, shower before making this video, but was it a choice to not wash my hair? But it's also, like, if I made the choice to wash my hair before this, or hold on, like, if I made the choice to, or here, let me backtrack. Me, like, not washing my hair, was that really a choice that I was making? Because I was weighed very unfairly, because I want to go to the gym after this, and so I don't want to, like, shower twice. So I was just gonna wait to wash my hair until after I went to the gym, and so I didn't wash my hair. Does that make that a choice? Because I feel like I don't want to have, like, crazy hair on camera. However, I feel like I also was not given a fair choice in that situation. Like, what was the option? To just, like, shower twice within an hour of each other? That's kind of a crazy concept. Or maybe that's my fucking choice, I don't know. But I wasn't born with that level of, I don't know, thinking about my showers like this. I don't know, I'm fucking crazy, Loki. My next topic after that one, because I don't know if that one's gonna really go anywhere, but my next topic is Chris Brown, because I've been thinking a lot lately, because the other day I was in my car, and on my, like, happy playlist I have the Chris Brown and Rihanna song, what is it called? Nobody's Business? Yeah. And I was listening to that song, and I love that song. I've loved it for a long time. And then I was kind of thinking, like, I'm not somebody who's like, oh, like, Chris Brown, what he did was fine. Like, I really think it's fucked up that Chris Brown beat Rihanna. I mean, I don't know if there's more to it than that, but any, like, woman abuser immediately, like, you should be killed. Like, easy as that. What the fuck are we talking about? But I was thinking, like, should I stop listening to this song because of that? Because my philosophy on separate the art from the artist is that you can do that if they are dead. Because, like, I don't know who's getting that money. Like, if I listen to Michael Jackson, not I'm saying, like, Michael Jackson's cancelable. I don't really think about Michael Jackson that often. But I'm like, if I were somebody that thought that Michael Jackson was problematic, and I listened to Michael Jackson, is that really gonna, like, what is that doing exactly? I guess it's, like, upholding the view that, like, that type of behavior is okay, but he's dead. Like, who's getting the money? Like, his family, Latoya. Like, I don't really. It's not like they did it. If he did anything, like, it's not like they did it. So, like, what's really the issue? But I've been thinking of like adding a new clause that's like, if the person is like already mega rich. I don't know. Okay, here's where we get on a slippery slope, guys. Okay, because I think this is kind of the same logic of being like, oh, why would I vote? Like, if my vote is just so tiny, whatever. It's like, why? I don't know. It's like, it's fine to buy a Tesla because like everybody else has a Tesla. It's like blah blah blah. And so like I get the concept of like it doesn't really matter, or like it does matter because it's the principle of it. Like you can't just like do that just because somebody's already rich because you're just making them richer. It's kind of a circular logic. I don't know if that's the right word, but um, I was just thinking like, what the fuck is me not listening to Not My Responsibility or Not My Responsibility, Billie Eilish? Sorry, Nobody's Business. What the fuck is that doing? And also, I was thinking this is a very interesting situation here because Rihanna's also on the song. So it's like I'm supporting Chris Brown, but I'm also supporting Rihanna. So like, does it cancel out? I don't know. Like, I love Rihanna. And another thing is like when I'm listening to music by somebody, it's not because like I want to like support them necessarily. I don't know. I just want the music. Like, I don't know. I just feel like, is it fucked to listen to that Chris Brown song? Because also, like, I know so many people that just fully listen to Chris Brown and, like, don't, like, wholeheartedly give a fuck at all. And so, is it bad to listen to Chris Brown? Especially this song? Because, horrible person, but he's already so rich, and, like, I don't think that me not listening to him is gonna take anything. Because I'm sure he has businesses besides just his music also. Like, he probably has something that's making him revenue regardless of whether people are listening to his music or not. So is there any point in not listening to Chris Brown? I don't know. I guess it's like Henny's richer. Like, I guess he can maybe buy a mega yacht instead of a yacht if I'm listening to his music. I don't know. But I've just never really understood that. I just feel like also I always shit on Chris Brown. Like, if anybody brings him up, I just shit on Chris Brown. And so I'm actively deterring other people from listening to Chris Brown. But I only listen to that one song. So I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, my next my next topic is ASMR versus screaming, which I've kind of already covered. But being that my being as it is that like my inspiration to make this video was from HRH Collection, I was kind of thinking like, do I want to be like screaming? Like, not really, because that's not really my vibe. But I've also been wanting to like do kind of like ASMR recently, not necessarily like fully like, because like I don't want to get into that because I know it's gonna end up with me like making some fucking mess in my room that, like, I don't want to deal with. Like, you know, the people that like fucking like glue the shit onto their microphone and like rip it off. Like, I just know that like I'm too much of like an optimizing person that like I will fall down that rabbit hole and do that shit. So I just don't even want to start. But I just like don't really know like what I want to make this, because also the thing is I don't know if I would want to upload this, well, first of all, at all. And then second of all, if it would be on TikTok or YouTube, because my thinking is, I just don't know what the point of me doing this is exactly. Like, I don't necessarily want to be famous. Like, I would, not like I'm opposed to being famous, but like, I don't really, like, it's not really relevant to like my career or like anything. And like, I don't know. I think it's fun to like make videos. It just feels very like, I don't know, like vlog, like I don't know. I just feel like it makes me think that like people care about me. So I mean, people do care about me. Okay, whatever. I'm moving on. Okay, my next 2 points here are kind of related, and the first one is, what vibe do men even have? Okay, so going back to HRH Collection again, the whole thing is like the vibe, right? Like, that's what she's talking about, and like that's kind of the interest in her videos. Like, she's just kind of sitting and talking, but like the reason that you're tuning in is because you're a rat or you're trying to kind of gain some type of residual aura from her vibe. And it's made me think a lot because I was going to sleep last night and like whenever I like watch something, like it's kind of a human reaction to like kind of try to incorporate it like into yourself. And so I was kind of thinking like what like how not that I want to steal her vibe, but like what is like my vibe? And I was kind of thinking like what the fuck vibe do men even have? Like really we don't have that many vibes to choose from, especially if you're gay because I feel like if you're straight, there's a lot of easy vibes to choose from. However, it's like you have to kind of balance this like am I being too gay or like am I caring too much? And also I don't think society necessarily pushes you in the direction of wanting to curate a vibe. Like I feel like if I was straight, I would try to be very like I don't know, honestly. I don't really like to think about that. But I feel like if you're gay, the issue is that it gets very tacky and very oversaturated very quickly, I guess, which I think is probably like a issue that women have too. But it's like there really is the issue with like having a gay fashion sense that is gay but also good is that gay people's fashion is like rather newer in the sense that like we were not accepted until more recently. So we haven't had that much time to cement kind of like a fashion that is like outwardly gay. Because like something I'm really inspired by is like Ralph Lauren. Like I love the very American fashion sense. I don't want to pretend like I'm Parisian or something. Like I love being American. Sorry, this is like sounds like a whole different thing. But like I don't want to kind of create a fake persona that is not even accurate to how I grew up in the places that I grew up in, what areas I'm navigating in that style. And so I don't know. The interesting thing is like Ralph Lauren is probably gay too. So it's like this really is like gay style, but like it's framed for a masculine kind of straight life in that way. So I don't know. My question is like what vibe can I even give? Like do I just have to make up my own vibe? Like I don't know because I'm thinking of like gay vibes. Like I'm thinking there's the very like clean minimal like go to the gym, Pilates, fucking drink your matcha, take a picture of it on your white countertop, like marry my husband who wears like baseball hats with no print on them. Like that's vibe number one. I would say that's the most common. That's the kind of like dual income with no kids in New York, kind of narcissistic metrosexual. And that's the basic. And like sometimes I don't know, it's like clean girl. It's like not necessarily that I love it, but like it is the kind of standard, and sometimes I will dip into certain aspects of that if I want to feel a certain way or feel accepted a certain amount by society. But I would say there's like this kind of ultra grungy, but also weirdly curated and fake view, which I'm also thinking is very New York. This kind of like fuzzy, what do they call that? Like a Yushenka hat, like those fucking Russian fuzzy hats, and like some jorts and like a crop top with a happy trail. That's like vibe number two that all like the gays love. And then their apartment is like filled with paintings. Like you can't see the wallpaper because it's just like thrifted paintings or something, and they have a million tattoos. So that's like vibe number two. And in a sense, I do feel more drawn to style number two than style number one, just because I feel like at least number two, I don't know, it's like number two is not authentic either, but it has the potential to be more authentic than I think style number one, because Style number two is kind of like it's just like messy. Like I enjoy the mess of it all. Like I love like a patina or I like things that looked lived in. But it gets to a point where you are living in things an exorbitant ex I'm just not gonna try. Like you're living extraordinarily into this item of furniture or clothing so that it fits this aesthetic of being lived in when you could have just not been a fake ass bitch and like you could have just worn it or like used it. Like I just don't understand. I don't like the aversion to new things when your aesthetic is being lived in. Like you don't have to. Not everything about your aesthetic has to be congruent. Like I don't think that's possible for anybody because also an aesthetic is kind of an amalgamation of a lot of different people's unique styles that fit within kind of an archetype. So I just feel like I don't like that either. And then I don't know, like I haven't had like a lot of style inspo recently from real life just because I live in Utah right now and like we kind of just have our own bubble of style. And so like even the gays kind of try to replicate that in a way, but I just think it's more of a problem with style than the gays. So I'm not going to talk too much about the Utah gays because I think that they already have like enough issues to deal with on their own. So yeah, so my next topic is men's clothing because I work in retail now. I've worked there for about a month and I've been thinking a lot about my style and I just feel like what the fuck do men even have to wear? Like, honestly, like, I feel like my only options are if I want to dress like this kind of Ralph Lauren, like, American style, which I do really enjoy, it just feels, like, stupid. Like, I feel like I'm out of place dressing nicely. Because what else is there to really do? I don't know. Like, there's, like, streetwear, but I don't think I'm necessarily, like, a streetwear enjoyer. I like streetwear. And I'm wearing, like, this is not really streetwear, but I'm wearing, like, athletic right now. But I just feel like, I don't like that. I don't know. I would just rather look put together. And then the other issue is, like, it's also so hot to wear nice clothing. I don't, like, people don't really talk about this, but, like, if you're a man, you do not have any nice shorts, period. Like, we have jorts that are like the fucking big oversized shorts that like are like below the knee, and like that's kind of the short options that you have in Utah. And like I think some of like the other western states, like when I went to Nevada, my friend was wearing big ass jorts, and it's like what, there is no way to make a comfortable men's wardrobe of different looking items. Like I feel like to make a good men's wardrobe that fits every season, you kind of just have to get like the same like button down and pants and like 5 fabrics in the same color and then just wear a uniform all the time. Because that's what I'm realizing, like the more I get into fashion, like men's fashion, is that it's all about material. Like that's the only thing that you can switch up because we only have like one silhouette that we can do, which is like X. Like I don't know, it's like an X or it's like an upside down triangle. That's kind of the only things you can do. There's no room for kind of a big middle line and small legs at all. I guess that's also the issue, is that I feel like a lot of men's fashion is like revolves around like making your legs look bigger in a way, or it's just that like it's not really acceptable for a men's normal walking down the street fashion look to have skinny legs. And I don't necessarily think that that's like a style, like a current trend, because like obviously like baggy jeans, they're not as much in as they were like a year or two ago, but I feel like baggy's in right now. But I don't think skinny, obviously skinny's been in, but like not really. Like I don't think anybody who was alive during the time of skinny jeans like actually enjoyed watching men wear skinny jeans. Like it was kind of just like, yeah, it looks good. But also I don't know what I'm talking about, so Maybe the girls were going crazy over the men with skinny jeans back in the day. I don't know. Leave a comment if you were going crazy over a man in skinny jeans back in the day. But yeah, I would like love some recommendations on like how to like your wardrobe more as a man. Because I feel like another thing is there's always this line between like trying to curate a wardrobe and then also just letting things happen. Because if I really wanted to like commit to a vibe, then I feel like I would have to trash half the things I own because I didn't grow up buying for a vibe. Maybe the issue is that like I'm 20 years old, so it's like maybe my wardrobe will change over time and it will naturally kind of gravitate towards a singular vibe. But I just think it's so also like wasteful. Like, I don't know, why can't we just like remember also the function aspect of clothing? Like, clothing is, at the end of the day, just supposed to protect you from the elements. That's literally the entire point. And I think humans, like, just because of our inclination towards art, we kind of made it like an expression thing. But like at the end of the day, you should not be throwing away a shirt because it doesn't fit your vibe necessarily. Like if it fits you and it does its job, I think you should probably keep it or donate it to somebody else if you're really not going to wear it. But I just don't believe in like choosing like I want this vibe. Maybe this goes back to my issue of like choices. Okay, I don't really like the concept of like you can just choose something and become it. And I don't know why. Like I don't know why I'm so pissed off about that. It's like a perfectly fine thing to do. Like if you want to reinvent yourself, if you want to choose how you are gonna be, then do that. And maybe like I'm just in denial and I should do that. But I just feel like just let life happen. Like I think some of my favorite outfits are just like things that just like you would never think of putting together, or just a bunch of random stuff that I happen to have that is like, I don't know, just represents me. Maybe that's like my personal emphasis. Like I would rather put the emphasis on individuality over aesthetics, if that makes sense. Like I would rather wear something that's a little bit ugly but kind of shows who I am as a person more than I would something that is kind of cuter but is adhering to a popular style, and so that's the reason that it looks good, if that makes sense. Anyway, my last point for this video is that I am tired of my fucking phone. Okay, I don't know if any of you can relate to this, but I'm seriously like so over it. Like I guess I keep hearing about all this like stuff about choosing who you want to be and whatever, and I feel like if I could choose who I would want to be, I would never use a fucking phone again. Like I hate it. But also a part of me, I don't know if anybody else that's like in my generation feels this, like the first generation that is Gen Z the first? No, like the first generation to like have internet the whole time, or is that millennials? It's probably millennials. But like we had it like deep. Like I think we were the first generation to be fully immersed in technology since birth. At least I was. I don't know about you granola ass bitches, but I just feel like I'm so tired of my fucking phone and like the internet, and like I would love to just live my life and live and only seeing like what's directly in front of me. But at the same time, it's kind of a difficult situation to get out of, because I feel like it's almost that the internet has become a part of me, because I just spent so much of my life on the internet, on a computer, on a forum, reading something about somebody else on the internet, and I have this like immense catalog of information about the internet and like things that still come up to this day that I'm like, wow, like I really like, my brain has kind of become integrated with the internet. And I think that's like, it sounds like a bad thing, but as somebody who has done it, I don't know if it's that bad because it's like at this point, do I really want to abandon all those years of like culture that I absorbed for no reason? And will that culture continue to happen if I leave the internet? And also, I just think about the amount of conversations I have every day about things that are purely online. Like, I feel like a lot of my friendships are based off of conversations about things that we both saw online. And, like, if I talk to a stranger in public that's my age, I feel like I can probably relate to them about something online. And it's kind of leads to this bigger issue that we've created as a society where we've kind of population's growing and growing and growing and growing, and it's not feasible that like all of these people, all of these social creatures could be interacting with each other on the basis that they need to be and they used to be. And so we've kind of created this internet as like a faux social system, like a faux village center, and it's kind of where we go to do all of our kind of background social processing. Like, it's where we learn what's good, what's bad. It's where we are conditioned. Um, and the scary thing is that we don't even fucking control it. Like, we put the pieces of the system there, but we're not the ones who arrange it however they want to arrange it. Like, that's up to Meta and fucking Elon Musk. Like, Jesus Christ, I'm scared. And so it's like this, we're just in an interesting situation where, like, I think a lot of our culture has moved to this synthetic online version. But at the same time, I heard once that humans would rather be in a negative social situation than completely alone. Like, like, as a human, your brain is happier arguing with somebody than just not talking to anybody at all for the whole day. And so it's like, well, what the fuck do we do here? What do I do here? Because if I want to follow this philosophy of like, I choose who I am, I don't want to be on the internet. But who does that make me? Because I feel like a large chunk of myself is formed by the internet. So where does that leave me? Like, do I just have to blaze my own path? I guess so. But that's kind of scary. And like, what about all the people that I'm leaving behind and all of the culture that I'm leaving behind? And I guess this is all the marketing tactic of like the FOMO of it all. Like, they very much know that you are addicted and all your friends are addicted. And if you stop being addicted, then how are you going to talk to your friends? Like, I guess that's the model of it all, which is kind of fucked, but I mean, it's capitalism. Like, I'm used to it at this point. But yeah, so it's like, I don't know what to do about my phone anymore. Like, I am tired of it, but is it something I can even get rid of? Like, do I just have to talk to my friends in real life all the time? And like, what are we gonna talk about if not Love Island USA? Like, seriously. Maybe I'm just boring or something. I don't know. But like, I had 33 minutes of stuff to say in this video so far, so clearly there's stuff to talk about. But I just don't know. I just don't know. But anyway, on that note, I hope I was an interesting listen, if not relaxing, for whatever you are doing right now. And yeah, thanks for watching if you are watching this, if I uploaded it. And yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to record another one of these, but I guess we'll see. Okay, bye.